What is going on, everybody? My name is George Anderson with REI Branded Homebuyer. Today we're going to talk about relocation for work, for family, maybe for health reasons. And if you don't want to listen to this topic, go ahead and go to our website, www.reibrandedhomebuyer.com. There's a little form on there that you can fill out. And within 24 hours, we'll schedule an appointment. We'll come out and look at your house, and we'll give you an offer as quickly as possible. We also like to sit there and talk to you for a while too. So make sure that you put some time aside, maybe like an hour and a half, and we'll talk about your current situation and why you want to sell your house fast in Spokane or Washington for that matter. So if you're looking to relocate for work, whether for work, family, personal reasons like health, maybe you're in the military. I was in the military, moved around quite a bit during that time. Selling your house might be an issue during that time because there's a lot of time constraints. So if that's you and you find yourself in that situation, give us a call at 509-769-3439 and we'll see if we can help you out the best we can. I understand that things need to be taken care of quickly when you're relocating for work. In fact, a gentleman called us the other day and he told us, oh my gosh, I need to sell my house fast, and I just got a new job opening down in Arizona. Currently I'm in Wenatchee. Yes, we buy houses in Wenatchee, and actually it was Ellisburg, not Wenatchee. I'm so sorry about that. Ellisburg. And we do buy houses in Ellisburg, by the way, in Yakima and all those locations, but we could get into that later on. He was leaving for an HVAC position from Ellisburg down to Arizona. So he needed to sell quickly. He didn't want to have two mortgages going on at the same time. And if you have had two mortgages at the same time, it could get extremely stressful, especially if you're not set up right with the right managing software and all this other stuff that's on top of it. And then also you don't want to come back from wherever you're at to check on the house every once in a while, because leaving it vacant can have maybe some squatters moving or something like that. And here in Washington, squatters, that's a pain in itself. But there's common issues for relocation that we're going to talk about. It's a job transfer or a new career opportunity. You're moving closer to family. Your lifestyle changes. Maybe you're downsizing or upsizing, or you're moving to a new city. There's also health or retirement considerations. Maybe that decision is in the near future for you and you just want to downsize a little bit. Maybe you want to move in with family at that point. That'd be great. Also, military personnel moving from military installation to military installation. Again, I was in the military. I was in the Navy. I served 4 years back in 2000, 2003. And there's some challenges when there comes to relocation, okay, folks? There's some major challenges. There's a limited time to prepare. The market may slow, and you have to show the house. I did a live-in open house once, my wife and I, and we had to take our dogs and leave. And luckily for us, during that time, it was October, so there was a lot of stuff going on at Green Bluff over here near Spokane. And for all you that know about Green Bluff, the pumpkin donuts are amazing. And also they love having dogs over in that area. So having our dogs there and our family and stuff like that was great. But if you're not selling your house during that time and you have an open house, where are you going to hang out for 8 hours? There's a lot of stress that's involved, right? So again, challenges of selling during your relocation. You got to manage a sale while you're planning to move. There's a risk of carrying two mortgages at once. Always the new home comes first, right? The new home, you don't want to lose that house. Also, one huge thing that a lot of people don't really remember when it comes to moving, there's a lot of stress and rushed decisions. There's a lot of stress and rushed decisions during this time. So you got three options when selling. You could either use a traditional real estate agent. You might get the highest price, but it'll take up to a couple weeks, or it could take a month to a couple months. because a contract is for sale of a house. Once it's under contract with another buyer, say you're selling it and a buyer has it under contract, it takes 30 days for their lender to get all the loans approved and whatnot, right? And they're going to clear to close. A cash buyer like myself will come in. You can do it quickly. You'll have no repairs that are needed, and then you don't need any showings. And we also do flexible closing dates. So we close on your timeline. In fact, once when one of our clients was moving, they were moving 2 months out, and they needed a little bit of money ahead of time. So what we did was we bought the house from them, and then we rented it back to them for, I think it was like 3 weeks. But also during this time, we did a money holdback. And what that means is we're going to keep a little bit of money inside the escrow account at the closing attorney's office. They're going to hold that money until we say, oh yeah, they moved out. And then that money will get released to the owner. It's happened countless times with us, and it's worked out perfectly. Now, the reason why we hold back a little bit of money, it gives the homeowner incentive to move and get their money. Also, it's like a down payment for a rental, right? So you have your security deposit sitting in a safe place. Now, REI branded homebuyer will not have anything to deal with holding that money. That will be at the closing office. And once the homeowner moves out, we say, hey, they moved out. They get the money, send it on over to them and wire it. They'll be happy. Everybody's good. And we've done it countless times before, and it's worked out perfectly for everybody. We did a rent back to the owner for 3 weeks. In fact, we actually have a video that we're going to post here pretty soon about that transaction. She was such a sweetheart. Oh, our clients are so great to work with. And I hope that you can become one of our clients. If you want to sell your house quickly in Spokane, give us a call. 509-769-3439. So here's some tips for a smooth process. You want to start early, get an appraisal, or get a market analysis. Now, the appraisal can come from an appraiser. You can order that. It's costly. You can do a market analysis that comes from a real estate agent. So if you have a friend that's a real estate agent, hopefully they're a great real estate agent. I always recommend real estate agents that sell more than 10 houses a year. You want speed when it comes to this type of situation. So you want the best of the best. If they're selling 20 to 30 houses a year, that's your real estate agent. I always recommend that. Other tips for a smooth process. You want to start decluttering as soon as possible and then start making small repairs. You want to choose an option that'll fit your timeline. Sometimes top dollar is just not the best option for you. When I was in the military and I had to move, yes, I knew when I had to move, but if I had a house in that situation, which I didn't, I saw other people have houses in this situation. Sometimes their next duty station and their time being on base at their current duty station didn't match up. There might be a month in between. So that creates a little heartache and a little headache. You also want to consider convenience and stress reduction when weighing these offers. How much is your stress worth to you? Do you not want to be stressed at all? I never want to be stressed. I think I said it in the last video. I stressed out a lot when I was younger, and I went bald because of it. Stress, I heard, creates baldness, and in my case, it was true. Now, relocation is stressful enough. Selling your house doesn't have to be. With the right strategy, you can move on with a fresh start quickly and easily. Our saying here at Real Estate or REI Branded Homebuyer is no more worry, no more why, just peace of mind with REI. In fact, that's on our radio ads. So if you find yourself in this situation where you have to move for work or the family or your retirement, you want to downsize, whatever the case may be, and your house needs a lot of work, or there's a time frame issue, or there's a pricing issue, go to our website, www.reibrandedhomebuyer.com. Fill out that form. We'll get in touch with you, and then we'll come out and we'll check out your house. We'll give you a fair cash offer, and we can close within 30 days. Now, the reason why I'm saying all this stuff, because I know that you've heard it from countless cash offer companies before. Unfortunately, the algorithm wants us to say this kind of stuff, so I'm very sorry if I'm beating a dead horse with this. I don't beat dead horses. That's animal cruelty, and I love animals, but you all know what I'm saying. So if you want to deal with somebody who actually cares about your situation, we're helpers, not hagglers. You can go to our Google website or our Google search also. Look at our reviews online. There's 50 5-star reviews for our Google ratings, and we pride ourselves on that. We love helping people out, and we will help you out too. Again, my name is George Anderson from REI Branded Homebuyer. Remember me by the beard, and we'll see you all in the next video. You all have a blessed evening, blessed day, whatever time it is of the day that you're watching this video. And also, thank you for watching. Please subscribe and comment in the section below. Also, give us a thumbs up, it helps us out on the algorithm. Bye-bye.